Donald Trump is the most flagrantly criminal president that the United States has ever known. It's not even a competition. Of the most corrupt individuals that have ever sought and gained the presidency of the United States, Richard Nixon was probably among the worst. The shit he did does not even rise to the level to even be considered of what Donald Trump is doing. And among all of the criminality, among all of the shredding of the Constitution, one thing right now stands out among everything else. Beyond the deportation of migrants and the disappearing of American citizens, some with stage 4 cancer, sending them, exiling them to foreign countries they've never stepped foot in. Apart from all of this, one of the most criminally corrupt things he's done is this cryptocurrency scam. And I read an article about it, and I found this that's going to be more easy to consume. And that is an episode of The Daily, the New York Times podcast, where Eric Lipton goes in detail and explains exactly what was done prior to this administration taking office, prior to the election even, and then Donald Trump announcing his meme coin. All of this is going to be explained, and exactly how much money Donald Trump has earned because of this wildly unethical and corrupt means through which foreign governments can pour millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars into his pocket to ensure good outcomes relative to their relationship with Donald Trump and with the United States. It is remarkable. So I'm going to play this. It's audio with an overlay of the podcast. You can go check it out. I'll put a link below. But check this out, and let's talk about some of these details on the other side.
Don Jr., his oldest son, and Eric, who are the key players in the family business operations, went to the dad, Trump, and said, you know what, this is a business that we actually want to embrace for political reasons and also for potentially profit-making reasons. So they came up with two ideas. Mm-hmm. One was to launch something called the meme coin, which is it's a collectible. And the second was to launch a whole new business that they call World Liberty Financial, which is effectively a cryptocurrency bank. And those were the two business venture ideas they came up with, and they began to pursue even before the election.
Okay, so we're going to get into what both of these things are. Let's start with the meme coin, because that's the one I think, a little bit more familiar with. I'm thinking of the Doge coin, the picture of a dog on this coin that I think was sort of launched as a joke. But can you just explain to me and everybody else, what exactly is a meme coin?
A meme coin is effectively, it's sort of like a Beanie Baby or a baseball card. It's something that is limited in numbers and that people want as a collectible. Mm-hmm. And they can become quite valuable really quickly. They can go up in value because there's a certain amount of them. They're commodity, and if people want them and they're going to willing to pay a lot, then they'll suddenly surge in value. But the people who issue these meme coins, they say that, well, they're not an investment vehicle. They're a collectible. So you're welcome to buy them if you'd like. Mm-hmm. And so it's 9:44 p.m. on January 17th. And hundreds of people are gathering for a crypto ball in advance of Trump's inauguration. And on that evening, Trump posts on Truth Social that my new official meme coin is here and it's time to celebrate and everyone should go buy it. And it has a picture of him on this card that you get if you buy the meme coin with his fist in the air, and it says fight, fight, fight. And so when the president-elect of the United States announces on Truth Social that you should go buy my collectible, in fact, hundreds of thousands of people around the world did. And it suddenly, overnight, became one of the most popular and most valuable meme coins in the world.
Do we know exactly how they made money from these meme coins and how much money they made from them?
The Trump family controls 80% of the meme coins that eventually will be issued by this platform, but they haven't sold any of them yet. So that's just paper money.
We know that for sure.
Yes, it's theoretical money. We can see in the marketplace that they haven't sold it. But they also make money every time there's a purchase and a sale and there's a transaction, there's a small cut that's taken by the issuer of the meme coin. And so we were able to determine, with the help of some crypto analytical companies, that there was more than $100 million just as of March in transaction fees that were generated as a result of these transactions. So it was already generating, tens of millions or $100 million for President Trump members of his family, and their business partners that launched this meme coin. But there were some real losers, because what happened with the Trump meme coin is that the price spiked almost instantaneously from 17 cents to $75. And everyone looked at that and think, wow, I better get in on this and buy it because it's going to go even higher. And but just as it hit $75, the crash began, and it went down just as quickly as it went up. And there were hundreds of thousands of people who bet their own money on this Trump meme coin, who then quickly became losers and were left with large losses on this speculative bet that they had made following the advice of President-elect Trump.
So Trump's dopey kids come to him and say, this is what we need to do. This will make us a bunch of money. Donald Trump, who has previously said many times that he doesn't like cryptocurrency because drug dealers and drug traffickers use it. Now he's on board because why? He can make $100 million already. It's only May. He announced this in January. It's only May. And he's made $100 million. What does that say? And also, it's anonymous. We don't know. There's no way to know who is buying this meme coin, this joke coin, this non-actual cryptocurrency. It's for entertainment purposes. It's for collecting. Yeah, Donald Trump's collecting dollars. That's what he's collecting. But on the non-bright side of things, the Supreme Court has granted Donald Trump king-like power, where he cannot be held accountable for any crime he commits while in office. What do you think? Tell me where I'm wrong. You can click below, comment in the comment section. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love and appreciate you very much. I will see you next time. Before I go, though, a couple things. One, subscribe if you're not subscribed. We are on the move. I'm trying to make this channel as big as I can get it in order that we are more untouchable and more unmesswithable. I almost said something effable. But the bigger we are, the harder it's going to be for Donald Trump and the administration to try to stifle our free speech. And you can help in that way by subscribing. The other way, if you want to take your support to the next level, is to donate $1.99 to this program, help produce these videos that I make on a daily basis. Go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast, or you can click right below, directly below this video, click join, see what's involved, and for $1.99, become a channel member right here on YouTube. I love and appreciate you. I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.